Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and right now I'm doing a movie review on The Quiet Place. Now I think this movie was a very good one, and it's now my favorite movie of all time, so that's really saying something. But let's just get right into it. So basically The Quiet Place is a movie where it focuses on a family who basically in an apocalypse, and they have to hide from these three monsters, which can't see, they can't smell, they're armored, and you can hear sounds, so you have to be very quiet. So it starts off with a mom and her two kids going in this abandoned store, trying to find medicine for one of the kids, because trust me, if one of these kids coughs or sneezes, they're dead. I mean, let me tell you that. So that happened, and of course, spoilers, duh, there's spoilers. Like you should know that there's gonna be spoilers, okay? Just gonna let you know. Anyway, so obviously the kids and their mother are looking for some medicine. Get some medicine. Actually, no, she's with all three of her kids. Sorry. And well, you got the youngest one, you got the daughter, which is deaf. It's a good thing that they all have to use sign language at this time, isn't it? So that happens. Yeah, so that happens. So then they get the kid medicine, he gets medicine, and he's gonna be fine. Then, the youngest kid sees a rocket ship and has batteries and all that. And he starts flying it around. He doesn't turn it on, but his dad sees him with it, and then he explains that he can't have it, and takes the batteries out and sets it on a table. And they all go to leave, but then the sister, the smart person she is, I really hated her for this. And, well, I finally liked her at a point in the movie where I'm like, I forgive you. This wasn't your fault. She gave the youngest the rocket ship back, and also the batteries. He put batteries in. Here's the thing. If they make a big sound, they're going to get hurt by one of these things, and they're probably going to die. So then they walked across a bridge to get back to their house. I don't know how far away their house is, but it's a good bit. So then he plays the rocket ship, and he's lagging behind everybody. And the mom wasn't carrying anything. The mom usually could have carried him. The father was carrying the one that was sick, which was the second oldest. I believe the sister is the oldest. I might be wrong. Now I'm just gonna tell you. You're probably thinking that I don't, like, I'm just not saying the names because I forget or something. They never told you the names until the credits. So since I didn't know their names until the credits, I'm not gonna mention their names at all. The youngest dies. The youngest gets ripped to pieces off camera because he played the rocket ship. Yeah, he was dead. So then they skip about a year and a half, and they're just all living in their home. It's not nice. It's still bad. It's still the apocalypse. They can't speak. The mom's pregnant for some reason. That's a horrible choice at this time. Let's just run down when that's a bad choice. If this baby gets hurt, then you're all dead. You didn't really need another child. You already had two others. And you're trying to replace a kid that was yours. Like, come on. I mean, personally, I don't like that they had another child. But that's just what happened. Like, I don't know. Like, oh yay, another child, woo. No. This was the freaking apocalypse. You have three monsters after you, and if they hear you, you're done. So yeah. So basically, they knock over a lantern. The girl knocks over a lantern because they're playing Monopoly. And how they play Monopoly, they don't use any of the regular pieces. They use the die, but they have really, like, thick rug on the ground or whatever. So they roll the dice on that, and all their pieces are like cotton balls and stuff. So there's that. So they really thought this through. They're like, hey, I can't really do anything right now, but let's just make Monopoly quiet. And making Monopoly quiet is something I personally want. Okay? Can we actually have a quiet Monopoly just based off that? Come on. Like, everybody grab their phone right now and just say, hey, I want a quiet Monopoly. Because quiet Monopoly would make some dough. So yeah, anyway, so eventually the dad's basically all this time is trying to build hearing aids for his daughter, and that's just all he wants to do. He wants to make her be able to hear, because they don't really work. But I'm going to tell you what happens when they knock down the lantern. When they knock down the lantern, nothing, well, there's some fire on that carpet, but then the dad puts it out. And let me just tell you, that dad is awesome. He's the best character from the movie. And he also caused me to cry at the end. I never cry. I never cried by the end. That was a crying moment. That was a crying moment. If I do say so myself. So yeah, so they put it out, but then they start hearing thuds on the roof of their house. And they just realized it was just two gophers, or whatever they were. Just came down. And they were very loud gophers. I thought that was going to be it. I thought they were going to die. That's not what happened. They didn't die. So yeah, they just jumped off the roof. And they just kind of ran. And when they were running towards the corn, one of them just got killed. Make too much noise, I mean. And just pop like a balloon. That's just what happens. I mean, come on, you gotta pay attention to yourself in these things. So yeah. Next day rolls around. The mom's pregnant, so they have the. It's such a weird thing. You might not. I don't understand. Like, you'd have to see the movie if you don't plan on seeing the movie because you're scared of horror movies. And well, I don't know what to tell you. You just kind of have to guess what's really going on here. So they build this bunker thing where they have newspaper, so it's soundproofs, and it's a bunker under their house. It seems like they have like two houses on their property. That's what it kind of seems like, and they're both theirs. They use both. So they have this bunker on what I think is the second house. They have newspaper around all the walls down there. They have a mattress to cover the hole to get down there. They have a little baby crib that has a little cardboard thing or a little wood thing you put over the top, and they have a bottle of oxygen mask. This is because later in the movie they put the baby in there because it's crying. They put the oxygen mask on it, and they put the lid on. Why you have a child if you gotta hide it in a box? I mean, come on. But you know, it is what it is. I'll take it for that. I mean, they can't be perfect at everything. You know, they're a family in the apocalypse. I hardly expect them to succeed in this endeavor. But anyway, it gets to the point where the dad and the son have to leave, and then they go at the water to catch fish and stuff. And then the dad just like starts making a lot of noise, and then the son is panicking because he thinks he's gonna be hurt. But the creatures don't come because the water is making a lot of noise. So here's the thing. These are the things that are attracted to sound, right? And they're not coming to the river. The river is really loud. They should technically stay at the river. But I actually have a theory, and it's kind of high-pitched like white noise at all makes them angry. And water kind of makes that noise. Now, it's actually kind of a proven theory, but it's only been proven with the girl's hearing aids that she has. Because the dad keeps building her hearing aids, and she used them several times. She'd turn up the thing all the way and make a high-pitched noise, and it like messed up the thing's heads. So there's that. Yeah. It was really, really, really brutal. Then they came back. So here's the thing. The father and son were going to come back. They were going and a bunch of problems are there. But the mother had a very bad experience right now. Okay? Her water broke. She was about to have the child. So then she goes down the steps, and she was carrying a lantern and whatnot. Now, I don't know exactly, they have lights around their property, and she switched her light to turn them red. But before that happened, she walked down the stairs, she stepped on a nail, went right through the bottom of the foot, and trust me, I felt that. I felt that when that happened. It just felt bad. It felt bad. Okay? And she dropped the lantern down the stairs and smashed against the floor. Now, that was two loud noises. So then she just kind of walks down the stairs. and she just flips the switch. Now I don't know what flipping the switch means. It's very possible it means two things, even after saying the movie. She flipped them and all the lights around the property turned red instead of being like yellowish. It could mean two things. It could mean a loud noise was made or she's about to have the baby. Either one would make sense in this situation. It wasn't really explained. So there's that. Yeah. So that happens. Then a thing ends up upstairs in her house, one of the monsters. That isn't good. That isn't good at all. She manages to get it down there. She sets a timer and then she gives a run up the stairs. She tries to leave the house, but then another one's right outside. So then she runs upstairs into the bathroom of that house. She just kind of lays in there. She tries to have the child, and the tub is becoming full of her blood, not from her foot. Not from her foot. So then one ends up being in there, and then the distraction is made because the father tells the son to launch some fireworks, and it distracts her, and she gets enough time to get in the shower and have it. Even though the dad wouldn't know that, when he ends up in the house, he just sees there's some blood in the bathtub, thinks the worst, but she slams her bloody hand against the glass in the shower and says, "Hey, I'm alive." And she's carried into the bunker. Now let me tell you what the daughter was doing at this time. She just walked away. And she was staying with the mother she was supposed to, but she just walked away. She walked away to where her younger brother died. Remember I told you that at the beginning of this? That happened, yeah. And she put because they have a cross there in the ground, and it's Zach's body died. They have a bunch of stuff there laying around it. And she had the rocket ship the whole entire time, and she put it there. She cut the wire for the sound, just had the blinking lights. Because remember, these monster things cannot see light. They can't see anything. They can only hear. So yeah. And let me just tell you that nobody ate anything in the theater, because they had to be quiet. Okay. Now we got that out of the way, we gotta get to the closing moments of this thing. Well, it's not really the closing moments. But, basically, since the children were both not in the house, they were hiding on top of a pig silo thing, which the father used to send fire signals to everybody. And at the beginning of the movie, he to make the fire bigger so people could help them, he burned pictures of the son who died at the beginning. Which if you weren't paying attention, you would have known, but yeah, that was at the beginning. Anyway, so back in the time frame. So the mom and the child are both in that bunker part. It was a long process trying to get them down there because the baby was crying. And it's soundproof down there. Put the baby in the box, put the oxygen mask on, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so then the father goes to leave, and you realize that the monster thing cut the pipe so the water is draining down there in the bunker. The mom eventually wakes up, and then she sees that one of those monster things are in the corner because it hears the water. So there's that. And then it just dives under the water. She has to get the baby. She has to hide behind the waterfall because it's coming after her. She gets up. I forget how she gets up, but she does. So then yeah, so they just leave. And she stands at the monitors, and the father's just running everywhere, looking for the kids. Actually, no, she talked to him and told him, look. They have a whole monitor system in the basement, and he's just going looking for kids. So then he finds them. Well, they're on top of the silo, but one of them, the boy falls through the top, and he's just landing in corn, and he's just kind of sinking. The door falls, and of course the things hurt him. And then the girls are jumping there with him. They both sink. The girl sinks down completely, but then the boy pulls her up. And I thought it would have been funny if he would have pulled up one of the monsters, but that didn't happen. That would have been my writing that I would have done, probably. I would think, right? Yeah. That's something like what I would have done. But so they both fall in, and then two of them break in. I think they went through the top. I'm pretty sure they went through the top. And yeah, they're just in there with two of them, and then they have to barricade themselves under the door that fell in through there when they both fell down. And then the girl blasts up her hearing aid thing because she blasted up the hearing aid thing, and then they just both go away and they just burst through the thing. So the father gets in there, saves them. They run a little bit, and he tells them to hide under a truck. They have a bunch of old vehicles there that don't really work. I mean, they kind of just roll. The engines don't start. They can go and park, and they can just roll. Like, the engines don't work. But, yeah. So they hide. One hides under the car, one hides in it. And he's just kind of out there, and he gets an axe. And then, one of them makes a loud noise somehow, and then they get attracted to the car. Actually, no. One claws the dad, and then the boy yells in the car. I forget how they clawed the dad. They must have just heard him. But the boy yells in the car, then they run towards the car and start trying to rip the thing apart. Then the dad just stands up, and you just see the look in his eye, and he just, because the girl didn't think that he loved her anymore because she gave the kid the rocket ship and was kind of the cause of his death. And he explained that he always loved her, and then that was like so emotional. And then he just yelled and then let the thing kill him, and then the kids backed up, went to the house. One in the basement with the mother. The hearing aid became shot, so that's why it didn't help them in the car. That wasn't happy. So then the girl goes in the basement of the house. The mom watched the whole thing and saw her husband die and whatnot. She finds another hearing aid. A monster comes in, and the boy is just hiding behind the stairs with the baby, and then the mom and the girl down there. And they just play. One of the things bursts in, plays a hearing aid, kind of messes with the thing's head. The mom's just astonished because she doesn't know that that's its weakness. So it's just messing with it, and then to mess with it more because like it wasn't really going anywhere. Like it fell through some boxes, and actually no, that's not where it fell through boxes. So then she just puts it up to a loudspeaker thing, and it just it kills it even more. Then it smashes through a bunch of boxes and falls over. We think it's dead. It twitches, it gets back up, and its whole face was exposed because of that. It didn't get to fold its face back in. So the mom just shoots it with a shotgun, shoots it right in the face, and it's dead. But because a shotgun is loud, the two remaining ones started running towards the house. Mom pumped the shotgun, movie ended. So I must say, I love that movie with the bottom of my heart. I think it was very well made. I found out that Michael Bay had a hand in that. That was funny when I saw that in the credits. But yeah, so thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't seen the movie, well, you just heard everything that happened. So, it's still an experience. I'd still go watch it, even if you didn't plan on it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.